Welcome back. Welcome to journaling. So I've got this beautiful book. It's handmade. Got it, I think, as a teenager, and I could never figure out what to put in it. So now I'm putting pretty journaling collages in it. Love the cover page. I had to show it to you. So I'm Auntie Becky. I am a journaling, happy planner, sticker obsessed lady, and the washi tapes. And I'm so happy you're here. I believe the words are like, subscribe, and ring a bell. Ding-a-ling. We'll figure it out. So this is one of the first journaling projects that I've done. And you will watch me wander down a completely different path as we get going. Because art is not predictive. So the plan here originally, you'll see me pull out, I had the pretty one with all the houses. That one has cute little girls on it. I've got a couple here that I'm going to pull out and pull across so you can see them. They're kind of food based, and I'm like, oh, we'll do like dream sequence houses and kind of stuff in the home, and it'll be really cool with the little cute anime girls. And nope. Big old nope train. So this one is very Western food, delicately drawn. I love there's a teacup and a cake that looked super cute. Very recipe oriented. Like, here is the recipe for how to make sponge cake. You want recipes about how to make sponge cake and things. And this one looked at the beginning like it was going to be more Eastern style food. And it's kind of all over the place. And has big numbers of steps that don't relate to each other. But it is very fun. And I was very excited. I'm like, this will be great. We'll kind of work with this and the other one and little houses and be very neighborhood, food based. And then I picked up the envelope. So these are these washi paper envelopes that I use. And they're very pretty, and I need to figure out where my husband got them on Amazon so I can get more because I'm kind of obsessed with this paper. And I figured, this will be a great time to use the bigger ones. So here's a bunch of the little guys. You'll probably see them show up more in the happy planning because they fit much nicer around the things I need to do for happy planning. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, bigger stuff that's fun. Like, these are pretty. This is fun. I like the writing. I kind of want that wallpaper in my house because I'm secretly an old granny. Love this. I'm like, music and sunflowers. And then I found that. And then this one, which has cute animals on it as well. And this was step one this is where the train kind of switched tracks. I'm still like, these will go with the tape. They're the right colors. I like that one and that one. We'll put this one back. It's a little bluish. And realistically, this is what happened, is everything got built around these papers. They're very fun papers. I like them. I think what we ended up with was great, but it was not what was originally planned. You will not see those cute little houses or food things upon this. I'm sorry. It's just the way it's going to be. So I'm sitting here trying to figure this out. And I really like to be able to see the interesting subjects on these papers when I use them. So I decided to lay down the one with the critters first. It's got a fox and a butterfly and an owl, which are really the focuses of the paper. So I'm going to put that there. Stick her down. Good job, Past Becky. But I don't want the next paper to block these subjects. I want them to still be visible. So, ripping time. Just kind of take this corner out so that the butterfly really shows. But I felt I needed to go. I'm trying to preserve the sunflower. I wanted it to continue down so it wasn't just like little tiny rip where the butterfly was, because that would be, I think, a little weird. I like the way this turned out, especially for an early one. I'm sure as I continue down this lovely path with all of you, we will look back at this and go, oh no, that was wrong. But where we are now, it seems fine. We're still in that stage of learning. So here I am discovering that this will not do what I want it to do. It either blocks the fox's nose or the lady's head. And I don't really want the recipe stuff in the middle anymore. There's a quote in the white arch that goes around the female figure on the lower right hand side about this is a garden where I plant my plants, this is the garden where I plant my dreams. So I decided to follow down the literal garden path. Time for more plants. So this is a great one, and right at I'm kind of centering there, you'll see the one I'm just pressing on now says plants make people happy. So I thought that would be a great one to preserve and work well with the saying on the paper. So yeah, this. I'm not sure about that clip. I don't know if I need one, or I'm pretty sure that's the wrong one. It's really heavy. It is a really, excuse me, really gorgeous clip that we got at Lee Valley. If you like hardware, like knobs and things, Lee Valley is awesome. And I'm probably going to hang a picture up with it or something. It's really heavy for this. So this corner here, I thought was just way too small to be effective and white. I thought it was distracting. So I have these great mid-lighters. They're pastel-y highlighters that got at Christmas with all the washi tape. Husband is the best. And I kind of like how it blends it in more with the paper beside it. So it just kind of blends in and doesn't stick out. So I was considering bringing in more plants because we've changed our theme now, right? So that's the Dark Botanical book, which I got because it matches my planner. And the Elegant Florals. Again, there's a lot of great stuff there. I was kind of looking for something to say in the middle to work as my focal point, and none of these were speaking to me because we're at a speaking to me stage here. So they happened. This might have been a drink of tea. Tea is important, and there's the thinking finger wiggle. So I'm like, oh, I've got cute little girls. Let's put a really adorable girl on here. That'll help me A, fill, and B, could be a focal point. But she blends in so nicely because she matches really well that she's really just becomes a detail in this corner here. I like her there. She looks good. But again, she's more of a detail than a focal point. We've kind of got a hole in the middle of things here. So to the sticker book. The loose stickers will save us. So I believe I get a green plant that you can see there. I'm still learning my framing in this YouTube adventure. There's also, as my husband pointed out, a jig jog thing that's happening. That seems to be innate in the camera I'm using. So you're going to see it for another video or two that I've already recorded. And then I will be going to Techie Husband for help to see if we can get that sorted, because I would like to not be doing that and driving him and you, I'm sure, insane. So grab another one. Now this is a washi sticker, which of course you can't see because it's off to the side. Go me. There we go. It's a pile of books. It's from the same, it came in the same envelope as the papers that are there, so they're most likely going to go together. Looking for anything else, making decisions. Do I want? I'm like, wait, this is a great time to use one of those stickers that are impossible to see on camera. These. See that lovely white clear butterfly? Those are what's on all of those pages you cannot see in the book. Because, yeah, that page is covered in stickers. You'll see more of them in these collages, because you really get a good background in the collages, where on the planners it doesn't work as well. Now the great thing of what goes where. Does this go here? Does this go here? Kind of like something down there, not sure. What about up here? Don't want to block Mr. Owl. So I played this game for a while. I like that butterfly right there, so she stays there. And the fox becomes more of a peeking element at this point, but it still is there because I don't want to block the fox. I don't want to block the butterfly, and I don't want to block the owl. I want everything to stay visible. Like those stickers a lot in this type of thing. They really work well because they get so many colors behind them. Although now it's a glary mess. Though that jog worked. Now you can see it. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll figure it out. You couldn't see the books in the corner, so they couldn't go there. Flowers. So these flowers are very carefully positioned so that you can see the fox's face, the girl's face, and the plants make people happy saying this. And then, of course, I picked it up and I did this and promptly forgot what direction it was supposed to go and how it worked. And I have it there a minute ago. And why isn't it working? Let's spin it around some more. I ended up where it was originally, but I, for some reason, could not remember how to get from point A to point B. The peeling of these stickers. It is its own adventure. Peel. 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 Come on. Come on, sticker. Do it. I know you want to. Yay! We've got a sticker. It's a lovely pile of books to kind of work down there. Ta-da! And then I'm like, it's almost there, but not quite there. That isn't quite doing it for me. More tape! The answer is almost always more tape. So this is very fun. Plants in jars. Plants in objects. They're lots of fun and cool. I kind of like them. We had to lower it slightly because I didn't want to cut off just the top. I learned from the last video where I cut something off and I'm like, oh, that wasn't really thought out there. And my tape likes me and wants to be my friend, even when I'm busy with other tape. That is a thing that happens when you're a messy worker like I am. So you see that part that I had colored in the low lighter keeps the bottles in that area the same color tonality. They aren't suddenly white bottles in the corner. They blend in more. You can see them, but they aren't like crazy. So I decided to sprinkle a few of them about because we needed more stuff. And cut one off, and I did not realize how long it was until I started putting it down. I'm like, that is way too long. Where do you go now? And we experimented a little bit, and it ended up in the corner. Because it was really tall. Really tall. But then I grabbed another one to go in that spot between the owl and the butterfly. And then I think that might be it. Rub, 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 rub. I really like to rub my washi tape down quite firmly because it needs to do that. So it has some translucency. And then take off the giant clip of doom. You can see its thickness there. And there it is. Ta-da! Thank you so much for joining me. We'll have thoughts in the future.